Howdy. And so we are coming into this week with off a two game winning streak. Big win on Thursday against a very good TCU team. TCU team that had four shutout wins behind them, and a team that really we've struggled with the last few times. So really pleased for the players. I think that the performance both on Thursday and then again on Sunday evening, really strong in the way that we wanted to defend. First off, the way that we were able to compact space and go at the opponent, holding TCU to no shots in the first half, and then even on Sunday, we gave up a shot in the first 2 minutes and then held them to only one more shot in the entire game. Kind of showed the ability for our players to kind of lock down the opponent and be able to kind of keep them on their heels for most of the match. A couple great goals by Mia Pante and Micaiah McDonald in the Thursday night match, and then really happy for Taylor Pounds, fifth-year senior, for us getting 2 goals, her first brace of her career on Sunday. So the other thing is, both of our goalkeepers get shutouts. Freshman Sid Fuller on Thursday with a terrific performance, and one I don't know if she will be, but one that's fitting for like a freshman of the week type of performance, getting the shutout for us against the Frogs on Thursday, and then on Sunday for our graduate transfer goalkeeper who's an All-American, is Grace McClellan, and Grace is fantastic and did a wonderful job in kind of keeping things under control and keeping things nice and tidy for us in the back. I think without really having to look it up too much, I would say that we're probably the only team in the country with 3 separate goalkeepers that have all had shutout wins this year. So pretty pleased with our goalkeeper core, the culture of the team that spreads into our goalkeepers and the way that they work for each other, and the kind of just the way that they fight for each other, and how we can step in and put different people into the lineup, and the team just kind of hits and keeps moving forward every single game. So we'll go ahead and open up to questions.
First, I'll live fact check. That is true. So we got that. And then
what is the only team with 3 goalkeepers?
And then we're going to go to the Richard. He was wearing a Lions shirt. That's my new favorite football team because the Browns are terrible.
One Pride Thomas. Coach, what went into the scheduling with Central Connecticut State, UConn, a region of the country you haven't been to much at all with your team? And then also, what challenges and how is the game different played on an artificial surface versus grass?
Well, again, a big part of what we schedule is about trying to find teams that are traditional winners. We want to play teams that are going to typically be at the top of their leagues. And both Central Connecticut, who is a perennial NCAA tournament participant, is one of those teams. They are traditionally one of those sides. And as a matter of fact, we came razor thin from playing them in the NCAA's just in the spring of 2021 when the NCAA moved the NCAA tournament to an all in North Carolina venue. We ended up playing South Florida instead. South Florida knocked them out in the first round. But Mick Darcy, who's their coach, he and I have a long friendship going back to our days, both of us working under Tony DeCicco, who's from the Connecticut area. Anyway, so that's a game that when the opportunity came up to play against them, it was like, okay, that could be a different type of environment, different type of setting. And to go up and play against them, that's a team that isn't going to be on any other SEC schedule. So it's something that would be different. And then, of course, UConn is one of those teams that also is a perennial NCAA tournament team. That's a team that going all the way back to Lenny Santeras, who's one of the all-time winningest coaches in women's soccer history, is a team that has been in Final Fours, has been in national championship games, has been always up there. Playing at Joe Moroni Stadium is also kind of a cool setting as well. Joe Moroni is one of the architects of college soccer here in the United States as the former head men's coach at UConn. So a different type of environment. We thought we'd go up there for a little bit cooler temperatures prior to going into the SEC. And then, of course, 80-degree temperatures come to College Station this week, ironically. So those are different. Playing on artificial turf, the one thing about playing on artificial turf is it's going to be a kind of a smooth, fair surface. We haven't played on artificial turf since we were in the Big 12, and it's something that I've intentionally not played on, just because I don't like to roll the dice and play on it because of the potential of injuries. These have artificial fill in both of these surfaces. The field at Central Connecticut is narrower, so it'll be a little bit more difficult to play on than the UConn surface, which is a bigger field. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, it's the first time in more than a decade for us to play on it. This week on Tuesday, we'll go over and train at our intramural complex on their turf field to kind of get ready for it.
We're going to go to the TV row for a couple first, Donna.
Coach, now that you've had a couple wins that you've been able to stack together, as you hit these next two games before SEC play starts, other than wins themselves, what are you looking for your team to build on from these last two wins?
Well, one of the themes of the win on Sunday night was to get on a roll, to get on that run. Let's see if we can start a run, and you've got to start with the first win, then start stacking those wins together, and you can't stack the wins together without the performances. And keeping our intensity on the way that we defend was an important part of the first win against TCU, and being able to keep that going and defend the way that we wanted to defend was really important in the win against La Tech. It'll be the same thing in the match this Thursday against Central Connecticut. Going in to their place and trying to play at our speed will be really, really important to us. And that'll be a consistent theme. Can we start to now stack performances together, which hopefully that kind of that process of putting things together will hopefully put together the process of the results that we want.
And then we have Tyler right next door.
G, you've talked about how this non-conference schedule is helping you guys for when SEC play starts, but right now you've got this stretch where you're not going to be at home for a bit. What do you hope to get out of this, and how do you feel like this time away from home will prepare the team?
Well, I think we've already got one of the things that's special about this team. You always hear about culture within programs, and that teams are always looking at their culture. Well, it's one of the special aspects of our program. One of the kind of the secret sauce of our success has been the way that we recruit into the culture of our team, and the tightness and the bond that our players have amongst each other, but also the staff and the players. So going on the road is a way of kind of strengthening that, because we live together, we move together, we eat together, and kind of that relationship that we have as a unit in being around each other a lot is an important factor. And being in this week right before, we're going to be on the road from Wednesday. We're going to leave about early in the morning, and we don't get back until early in the morning on Monday. So it's a long period, 5 days, 5 strong days together, as far as being together and working together and trying to get these results. And then we'll go back out on the road in a couple days to go up to Mizzou to open the SEC season. So that's what all of this is about, is to kind of get ourselves to wrap up the non-conference season together as a unit, keep ourselves strong, keep that bond as strong as we possibly can, strengthen it wherever we possibly can, and do it in a location that we've never been, to kind of get those new experiences with the old bonds as much as possible.
And we'll wrap it up with Travis.
Hey, Coach, just your thoughts on moving into fourth in wins in the NCAA.
Well, it's moving into places in all-time wins is more. I'm flattered by it. It's more about the staff that I have and the coaches that have been around me, the players that have played for us over the years. Those are the people who have done it. I'm kind of the captain of the ship, but it's all the people at the oars who are rowing, and all the people who have been around me. And it's, there's a lot of great memories that have gone into all those wins and all the years that have been around us. Phil Stevenson's been a huge part of so many of those wins, and a lot of really, really great memories. So again, I talk all the time. I'm the luckiest guy, and this again just kind of proves it.